Hello, Leo. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in, you guys. Leo, I just wanted to check in with you. It's been a little while. In fact, the energy's been so frantic. Everything seems to be moving really quickly. So I haven't been to the table as often as I like to get here. But anyway, Leo, we're here now. I'm going to do a general reading. We'll just see what comes up and kind of go with the flow. Right now, Mars, the planet of action, of fire, of intensity, of movement, it's in the final degree of your sign. It's about to leave there. And there is a kind of a misunderstanding in astrology that, well, a planet is visiting that sign. That's kind of the peaking of that energy. But no, that's the buildup. That's the kind of traversing through the month-long stay in your sign. And when it reaches the end is when the pinnacle happens. And here we are, Leo. It's also squaring off with the planet of Uranus in your fellow fixed sign of Taurus, which is square to Leo. So it could feel quite challenging right now. Uranus is the ruling planet of your opposite sign, Aquarius. So it's kind of getting to you all over the place. Uranus, it can feel disruptive, it can feel uneasy, but actually it's bringing about positive change. So that's it for astrology. But Leo, when I sat down earlier to meditate on the energies around Leo, I got one of the most unusual guided images I've ever gotten. It is a painting, and I remember this painting. I've seen it somewhere way back in the troves of my memory. And there's Humphrey Bogart, James Dean, and Marilyn Monroe. And they're sitting at the counter of this like 50s style diner in the middle of the night. The painting, I looked it up after, it's called Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Now, that's a reworking, apparently, and I didn't know this, of an original painting called Nighthawks by American artist Edward Hopper. Anyway, I don't really know why, but the first thing that came into my mind is the reworking of a classic. So that could mean something to you, Leo. I've never, ever before gotten a painting as a guided message. So maybe there's something in that message or in that painting. It could mean something to you. Doesn't have to. This is still a general reading, so you're not going to resonate with everything that I say the way that I say it. Just take what fits for you the way that it does, of course. If anybody else appears in this spread, Leo, the energy can always be vice versa or interchangeable. We're heading towards your season. I feel the energy already. I'm not alone. Lionsgate this year is pretty intense. Let's go to the sacred rebels. What's happening for Leo with this Mars? Okay. We get in the world, not of the world. I love this card so much. As I always say, it's a reminder that although our society and what's happening around us is where we must exist, it's not what we're made of. It's not who we are. I'll say it again, we are not humans who have spiritual experiences. We are spirits having a human experience. And it's important to hold on to that core. That's where the freedom is. And then we have relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. So the best way to deal with how you feel is to help other people to get to, I mean, Aquarius, your opposite energy, right? Uranus, it's on that tipping point. That's about the collective. That's about all of us together. Okay, let's do a wisdom for Leo. Number 34 and number 26. So that reduces to number 7 and number 8. Number 8 is your card in the Major Arcana. Strength. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Leo, you know, it just stood out to me. Look at her in the center of the vortex of all that energy. And she's glowing. She's emitting light like the sun does. Your ruler. To be fair. Okay. Libra energy. Let's get another one there. To be fair. That's about balance and harmony. And then we have this deep knowing. Very interesting. Okay. You could be getting a lot of intuitive messages right now, Leo. It could be that you have this deep understanding of how things are unfolding around you. You can't explain why, you just know. So maybe you have a feeling of peace here. Interesting. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, I'll do astrology at the end. Let's see what you're leaving behind in this Mars transit, Leo. Well, isn't that nice to see? The Ten of Wands. That is your language, right? It's fire, and it's the end of a very long and burdenous path. When you get to the Ten of Wands, you've been working this road for a long time, Leo, and a new cycle is about to unfold. So you're releasing some kind of heaviness, the weight, some kind of burden. And I get in the world, not of it, right? So it could be the burdens of the world around you. Okay. Let me see you right now. What's going on? Oh, wow. Okay. The Lovers, Gemini's major arcana. The Lovers is about reconciling with two different parts of ourselves. It's Gemini, it's about the twins. And more often than not, it has to do with the past and the future, right? Where we're going to make our next moves. Now, that can appear too in the form of two different people or opportunities or paths you could take. But nevertheless, it's a difficult choice because it's meaning that you're going to have to step out of a part of yourself. Okay. Let's see what's next for you. The Emperor. Interesting. Divine masculine energy. This is Mars. It's Aries. Okay. So through this Mars transit, there could be a lot about you stepping into your sovereignty. Leo, you are the sign of sovereignty. And the Emperor is all about knowing how to build something that's going to last for you, taking command of your own destiny. To be fair, in this deck, the Emperor is called the Sky Father. So when I was getting that deep knowing as well, there could be, again, you could be getting guidance here. Let me see the energy surrounding you. This could be another person. It can be a furthering of your actions. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, air energy. This is communication. Now, this could be you in communication with somebody, digital communication. Swords are technology, very fast, back and forth and back and forth. It could be texting, it could be online communication. But nevertheless, there's definitely something here that you want to communicate. What's in the challenge for you? The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is that brand new beginning. It is a little bit of quench for the thirst of that Ten of Wands, Leo. This is love, it's creativity, it's a brand new beginning. But it hangs here in the balance. Why is that? For some of you, this can be about self-love. And whatever this message you need to deliver, to be fair, is you embracing that energy. We'll see where that goes. Potential outcome for Leo here. You get two. The Knight of Swords is Gemini energy, and we have Gemini with the Lovers too. And then we have the King of Swords. Whoa. Aquarius. And look at this King of Swords. Look at that panther. He's so stealthy there in the bushes, calculating every move and knowing when to move. That just hit me right in the heart. Anyway, the Knight of or the King of Swords. Start here with the Knight of Swords. To be fair, the King of Swords is incredibly fair. He speaks the truth. He's very honest and very, not necessarily the most soft-spoken, not flowery, but he cuts to the chase. And then we have the Ten of Cups. Interesting, because the Ace of Cups is what's in the challenge. The Ten of Cups is about fulfillment, emotional, creative. As I always say, whatever fills those cups for you, it's happiness. And there is this possibility that's in the challenge. And then we have the Three of Cups, Cancer energy. The Three of Cups is about happiness. It's about symbiosis and friendship and celebration. Now, the Three of Cups can grow into the 10 as well. Let's see where this goes. 10 wands, you're trading 10 wands in the recent past here, what you're leaving behind, for 10 cups here in the outcome with this King of Swords, which is actually making a very wise decision. Let me see this 10 of Wands. It's the Empress, Divine Feminine. We have the Emperor right here. Emperor and Empress energy. Those two are coming up together a lot. Now, the Empress's wife, mother. What is this burden? And the choice. What is this? Burden. We have Judgment, Scorpio and Sagittarius energy. This is very much a card about what I was talking. It's like, see how she's rising up, that soul is rising up out of her. It's a resurrection energy. It is about the need to make a decision, though. Okay, what does this have to do? You could be waiting for something legal as well. Okay. Underneath the Empress, we have the Six of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. The Six of Cups is a card about childhood dreams, but it can also be actual children with this Empress here. And then the Ace of Pentacles, an offer to ease the burden. Let me see the Lovers. To be fair. The High Priestess and the Two of Wands. Wow. Pisces energy with the High Priestess. And it's like, again, you're getting that guidance here. The High Priestess is incredibly intuitive, and that's that deep knowing energy. And there's a crossroads with the Two of Wands. There's something new unfolding for you on your path here. But look how she's sitting in her living room still, looking out at the potential landscape ahead and receiving guidance on what comes next, which way to go. It looks like there's some kind of, you definitely have your eye on something in particular with this Lover's energy. And two cards about needing to make a choice. One more with the High Priestess. Oh, the major arcana is coming out. Reinvention, rebirth, Scorpio energy. The Lovers and Death and Rebirth. And we have this resurrection here too. Okay, let me see the Emperor in the actions. Coming up next for you here. Emperor. The Eight of Pentacles, and I said the Emperor builds empires. It is about sovereignty and independence and putting in the hard work. Okay, to build something. But what? Something to ease the burden here with this Empress. Eight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. And then I see the King of Wands. Leo, that's your energy right there. The Page of Pentacles, remember we saw that ace? This page grabs hold of that ace and turns it into a practical reality, an offer. To put in some kind of work here, to help here. I'm going to go deeper into that Empress energy. Let me see the Knight of Swords and the energy around you. Interesting, we have Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter is in Cancer right now. We saw it. We have a lot of water coming through. It's about good luck, good fortune, timing, and also change. Destiny, Knight of Swords here. Let me see the wheel. The wheel is my let go or be dragged card. It brings about change, like it or not. Yeah. Wow. We have the Fool, Aries on the bottom of the deck. Like it or not, new beginning. The Fool just takes a leap of faith onto that path that you're there contemplating. And the Page of Wands. I feel like you're in communication with somebody here. Because the Page of Wands is a card about communication and good news. And this is in the surrounding energy here. Now, you might want to communicate to somebody. Okay. Let me see the Ace of Cups in the challenge, please. For Leo. Look who it is. The Fool. And the Fool is on the bottom of the deck. So in the challenge with this Ace of Cups, taking a leap of faith. Is that the challenge? There could be a fear for you about just going for it. Let's get one more with the Fool. The Six of Wands, Leo, that's your energy. That's about confidence and belief in yourself. And also it is about winning and being seen. Let me see the Ten of Cups and the King of Swords. And then I'm going back here for 1 minute. Look, Leo, it's your energy, strength. Remember I brought that up here with relax the hold of darkness. Strength is a card about having courage. It's about battling your, the inner demons that keep you from being able to act in your own best interest. Let me see strength, courage. Leo. The King of Wands is very confident, very creative. Let's have one more. Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Leo. We have the King and the Queen of Swords up here. And it looks to me, Ten of Cups, it looks like you're trying to embrace your confidence to approach somebody here and have a conversation with them. I think it's this Queen of Swords energy, who could also be the Empress in the recent past. And the Page of Cups is my getting the toe wet in the water of possibilities here. Because see how the Ace of Cups is in the challenge with the Fool. So a leap of faith, you want to begin something new, but it's going to require you to embrace your inner King of Wands, which is you all the way, Leo, with that strength card and to go for it. Because if you want that 10 of Cups, you're going to have to deliver this message. You're going to have to get your toe wet in the water. And then on the bottom, I see the Ace of Wands. Well, the Ace of Wands is I always say the spark that starts all the trouble. It's also what comes after the Ten of Wands. Dropping the hold of darkness. Ace of Wands. Inspiration, passion. Like I said, that's what gets you moving, Leo. And underneath of that, I see the Ten of Pentacles. How interesting, because of what we talked about here. Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. There's somebody you want to build something stable and solid with. And it's this Queen of Swords that you want to talk to. Okay, let me get a different deck and a sip, and we'll look deeper into the Empress. Let's go to the Wild Unknown. What is the burden? Relax the hold of darkness. It's the Page of Wands, and we see the Page of Wands in the energy surrounding. Some kind of good news you want to give this Empress. Want to ease the burden. Let me see the Queen of Swords. What do you want to say to them? You're being guided this way. Wow, beautiful. It's the Knight of Cups. So we have the Ace, the Page, and then the Knight. All of these are leading towards that Ten of Cups. The Knight is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Very sweet, very romantic, but still very shy. The Lovers. Wow. Oh, okay. One more, Knight of Cups. What do you want to say? What's the offer here? Because you're like getting your toe wet in the water and it's taking a lot of courage. The Empress and the King of Swords. We have the King of Swords right here. And I feel like that's your energy, but you're going to have to get in where you fit in. But this is about having the courage to speak to this Empress and tell them what you see, what you feel. Because you see Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups, Leo. Coming through in your own energy here. Have one more there. Then we'll go to the blue deck. You have this deep knowing. Okay. Now we get the King of Pentacles. Okay, so the only king missing is the King of Cups. Interesting. Because we have the we have the Knight of Cups here, remember? Ace, Page, Knight. King of Pentacles, he builds the 10. And then the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands here. Easing a burden. It's also the end of a certain path again. And the beginning of a new one. I'm sorry it's so vague, Leo. It's incredibly deep here. Let's go to the blue deck. That may help us out. Nevertheless, we'll run it down one more time. Basically here, some kind of transformation in your life, a new beginning that you want to manifest here with this Empress, Queen of Swords. And it's requiring a lot of energy, a lot of confidence for you to approach. Okay, what else does Leo need to know? We have the World. The World again is the end of a cycle. We also hear in the world, not of the world. Have another one. Financial constraints, easing the burden. And then we have Eight of Pentacles with this Page of Pentacles. Let's have another one. This could be you wanting to offer help to somebody, to be fair. Indecision. Okay. That Two of Wands, remember? I said you're following your intuition. Let's have another one. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here with Jupiter. anxiety, and the third chakra, that's your chakra. That's again about self-confidence and expressing yourself. One more. I don't know what this is about, but I hope it made sense to you, Leo. Okay, one more. Strategy and then door to romance. Okay. Second chakra. And of Cups and the Knight of Cups, door to romance. Yeah, there's something that you really want to offer here. And you see we have the Emperor and the Empress. You see this person as your partner. But what's the deal? Okay, let me ask the Queen of Swords. What will this Queen of Swords say to Leo? The Hierophant. Whoa, that's Taurus energy. Right now, Uranus squaring your sign in Taurus. The Hierophant is about marriage. It's about commitment. It's about our belief systems. Underneath of that, the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So for some of you, Leo, I'm wondering if this is about reconciliation with an ex. Let me get one more. Or bringing a fresh energy. Just let me see the Hierophant. Another ace, and then the King of Cups. 3 aces. So it's all about new beginnings. And like I said, Leo, I feel like you see the possibility of everything with this person. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the Hierophant. And then, yeah. Oh, look. No freaking way. The King of Cups is there. And the Ace of Pentacles. So we have Cups, Wands, Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles was hovering, right? The offer. Something solid, putting in the work. One more. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles and 5, okay, calm down. The 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. The Hierophant is number 5. This has a lot to do with your beliefs and commitment. The 5s are turning points. And then with the 6 of Cups, I'll say again, there could be children. But also with the strength of this connection, this could be a past life situation. And working together, justice. Interesting. What's the strategy? Because that seems to be what you're anxious about. What's the strategy? You're fully following your guidance. What? Now the Queen of Wands, the King and the Queen of Wands, the King and the Queen of Swords, the Emperor and the Empress. Amazing. Can work together to create balance. All right. Now the 6 of Pentacles can be, again, though, about news here with the Wheel of Fortune. Some kind of money coming in, some kind of offer, or that you want to give. Okay. I hope that made sense, Leo. I feel like it went all over the place. Remember what I said. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get you some star codes. To be fair, the 6 of Pentacles is fair. Leo. We have Aries energy. Mars is the ruler of Aries, but also we see the Fool, right? A time to take action and new beginnings. We're dealing with an Aries here. We have debilitated or discomfort. Yeah. Now, Leo, this again, what I said in the intro, wanting to take action, but Two of Wands in the living room, not being able to quite yet. And then we have the Descendant. This is the opposite of your rising sign or your ascendant. It marks the arrival of the other. In this deck, they call it the invitation. Oh, one more. Now, remember what I said. This could be vice versa, so definitely get in only where you fit in. And then we have Jupiter. Jupiter in Cancer. That already came up with the Wheel of Fortune. What's underneath? Luck, expansion, growth, and dignified. That's your energy there, Leo. Okay. Wow. Let's do a romance angel. You deserve love. You are lovable. It's about that confidence. Stay optimistic about your love life. No kidding. Look at this. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Eight of Pentacles. Don't doubt it. Do make the work to make it happen. And then, yeah, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you see. Huh. Okay, anything else for Leo? Let's do a chemistry card. Why not? We have the King and Queen of Wands here. And there's, like I said, this is a deep situation. In the world, not of the world. Leo. Doubt and indecision. Yeah. One more. You do deserve love. For some reason, this is requiring you to really step into your confidence and leadership. We don't want to. We just want one more for Leo, please. Doubt and indecision. We had that in the blue deck at the crossroads. Why is it a taboo? If there could be an age difference between you and this person, Leo, for some of you, or something. Maybe this is about your belief systems, the Hierophant, and commitment and marriage. Maybe you said you'd never get married again. If you've been married before or married, period. I said again for some of you. All right, let's close this off with a couple of cards from the Lovers Oracle, Leo. These can come out as advice, so definitely take it only as it resonates. Reading. Okay. Here, deep knowing. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Deep knowing. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Yeah, no kidding. Look where it's leading. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities. Relax the hold of darkness. And on the bottom of the deck, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those that you love. In the world, not of it. And that's what this card is saying. There are things that are worth it. All right. I love you guys, Leo. I hope that made some sense. I hope it helped you in some way. I'll see you soon, my friends. Namaste.